damn, I better get started.
It's time for wrestling news, and I happen to know that Bo wrestles with the all-you-can-eat buffet at IHOP.
I would never kill somebody, not unless they piss me off.
Wrestling news, episode 31, Organic Face Tenderizer.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to another edition of Comic Book Man's Video Outhouse, the place you come for information on comics, wrestling, pop culture, all that stuff you got too much time to waste on. I am, as always, your humble servant, Uncle Peter, and joining me as he always does...
Hi, boys and girls, it's Bo.
That's Bo.
How you feeling?
And we are coming to you, as we always do, from Alternate Reality Incorporated, the comic book fun store, where you can buy it all. Just look around. Oh, wait, you can't. The camera's aimed towards us. Anyway, it's all here. We are next to the corner of 111th and Kedzie in the rustic Chicago neighborhood of Mount Greenwood, Illinois. That's where we are, right here. And if you look out the door, you'll see the cows and the broken down buildings.
I see a tumbleweed.
It did. It really did. Subject of our talk today is the WWE. And a name we mentioned earlier, Jim Ross, we said he was coming back, but the duties haven't been too specific. Well, they're kind of still not too specific. Bo, fill us in.
Jim Ross revealed on his blog, which if you don't know where his blog is, just check it out, jrsbarbecue.com. He always has stuff on there, lots of opinions.
Yes.
He said that the WWE does not want him to return to the broadcast team, and at this point in his life, he really doesn't know if he wants to broadcast shows on a semi-regular basis. But they're going to decide his new role in the company, more than likely talent development and scouting, something that they've been kind of lacking on lately.
Yeah.
They will decide that by the end of the month.
By the end of the month. He's pretty good at that anyway.
That was what he was doing before.
Head of player...
they found guys like Kurt Angle, Edge, Christian, all those guys that just sort of
those iffy kind of guys.
Yeah, those iffy guys.
Yeah, they could use a bunch of those guys back. Anyway, somebody else going to be cutting back on duties with the WWA. WWA? What was that?
That was the precursor to the WWE.
Yes, the WWE.
That was when Vince was a little bitty.
Thank you for saving me.
You said duties.
Duties.
The animal himself, Batista. He's going on hiatus, Bocepheus.
He has been hinting that he wants to take a break since he did come back early from injury, and so after the Extreme Rules pay-per-view at the end of this month, he will be taking a couple months off. Now, one of the reasons he's doing that is he's doing a WWE movie called
He's
Killing
going to be
Karma.
a movie star.
And since he's off to do the movie, he said he's not going to be wrestling while he's shooting this film in New Orleans.
Pretty wise, because they both take a lot out of you, from what I understand.
And the great Khali also announced he's going to be taking some time off to rest his knees and go back to his native India and maybe learn how to wrestle.
Who can tell? He's taking time off.
He was on TV.
What will be the noticeable difference?
He won't stink up the ring.
You're right. All right, well, one more little transitional note, this time concerning the boss, Vince. I guess he's getting old.
Vince is like 64, 65 years old, so you're wondering why during the Bret Hart match at Westlemania he was getting the living crap beat out of him?
Yeah.
Because it is the last you'll be seeing of the evil Vince McMahon character. That character has been retired.
64 years old, worth many millions of dollars. He really doesn't have to do that anymore.
And you know what's really bad about this? Now, you watched the show, right?
Yes, I did.
I watched the show.
Yeah,
Remember the point where David Hart Smith picked him up and he was going to get hit?
Yeah.
Vince being a non-wrestler,
Exactly.
He kind of sandbagged him, and so Hart really had to pick him up, almost dropped him and picked him up again. And then when he took the flip, he took a bad bump on the back of the head. So Vince goes, I'm a little too old to be doing this.
Yeah, that's no more of this. This is nonsense. I'm just going to look important. Hey, we got a lot of people changing things. Lance Cade, he's out. He's gone. He's bye-bye.
Cade was cut again. He went to rehab because he was going through withdrawal symptoms from pain pills, and he also had an addiction to sleeping pills.
Right.
Now, the WWE brought him back about 5-6 months ago. That he made one appearance in Florida Championship Wrestling, and then he disappeared because he requested to go to rehab, and the WWE cut him.
What?
They cut him. He asked to go to rehab, and he goes, the reason I'm in rehab for painkillers and sleeping is because I was working for the WWE.
Getting my body beat to hell.
And so, yeah, Lance is at home hanging out. He also said, by the way, that Shawn Michaels had told him also that he was retiring. And he says, and he agrees with everyone who's talked to Shawn. Shawn is serious. He's not coming back for a long time.
He's got a pretty hot wife waiting for him in Texas.
He's got kids.
And kids, and he'd like to be dear old dad for a while.
Yeah,
so, Lance, You give your all to the company, and then when you say you need to go get some help, they go, see ya. I thought only WCW used to do that, but apparently apparently Vince caught the heartless bug from Eric Bischoff.
Actually, what's interesting is an additional note to that.
Yes.
Cade says, the stuff I was doing, there's guys in the WWE doing much worse stuff than I am, and there's a ridiculous double standard.
Yeah, well, he's not naming names, though.
Not naming names.
Well, anyway, our next story, there's a little promotion out there called Ultimate Pro Wrestling that was out of California. That was like a gold mine for talent now currently seen in the WWE, Ring of Honor, I believe.
Ring of Honor and a whole bunch of other places.
Why don't you tell us what's going on?
WWE basically bought the video library. Part of the video library are very early matches of John Cena,
the
Chris
prototype.
Masters, Melina, The Miz, John Heidenreich, Samoa Joe, and Christopher Daniels.
Yes.
So the WWE now has rights to all their early wrestling footage.
And it's worth checking out because there's some real talent in there.
Except for Heidenreich, he sucked.
Well, but he tried really, really hard.
He sucked.
I don't know. I didn't see him all that much.
He did the crappy poems.
Oh, yeah, okay. Him. All right, well, it's going to be a short one today for us. That's it for the WWE news. Come again to check out more wrestling, fights, comic book news, movie news, media news, reviews, comments, the whole schmear. And you ever find us in the if you ever find yourself in Mount Greenwood, come on down, bring a pile of money. Comic Book Man over there would love to sell you a bunch of stuff. He's got a little note on Facebook saying how many boxes of books he has and how he'd like to unload some of them. So come on, check out the inventory. And to get a little more information on what's going on here, you can go to the website, which, as always, will be brought to you by the lovely little Sarah herself, who's right over there.
And here it is, the lovely website, www.myalternatereality.com.
That, just like she told you. Come on down and see us. Check us out. This has been Uncle Peter.
And Bo.
Saying, see ya!
This month's Hero of the Month sale at Alternate Reality features the Bloody Pulps. That's right, all of my pulp reprints and all of my pulp trade paperbacks are all 25% off all month long at Alternate Reality. Now, this includes The Shadow, Doc Savage, The Avenger, G8 and his Battle Aces, Spider, High Adventure, and many, many other fine titles. And Planet Stories as well. And if you pick up Planet Stories, you can find out the secret of the Queen of the Martian Catacombs. So be sure to stop off at Alternate Reality all month long for our Hero of the Month sale. Alternate Reality is located at 3149 West 111th Street. That's the intersection of 111th and Kedzie in Chicago, the beautiful downtown Mount Greenwood neighborhood. You can always reach us at 773-881-HERO or at the store's website, www.myalternatereality.com.